Hello and welcome to Journeymen, a brand new Rugby League podcast. Just what everybody needs, more Rugby League podcasts. There's only about 60 of them out there, so here's number 61. Hey, I don't know what the hell this could be. It could be one episode, it could be 25, who knows, but we will strap ourselves in. Let me not waste any time. Let me introduce the boys that are going to be on this panel. First of all, well, let's do it in order of topical importance. Everybody cool with that?
Depends.
You're last. All right, let's start with a current NRL player. Plays for the top place Cronulla Sharks. 87 appearances for the mighty men from the Shire. Please welcome Toby Rudolf. Tobias.
I'll clap myself. Thanks for being here, boys. It's a pleasure. And it's actually 89 games, so great research there.
Is it Wikipedia? You're actually counting your games?
No, I actually had a look. Oh, fuck. I actually had a look last week because I wanted to count to see how many, if I can get 100 this year. So that was why I actually had a little sneaky peek.
Were you getting 100?
If I play every game from now until the end of the season, yeah. Not including finals.
That was off 7 wins and he was worried he wasn't going to get his spot back, but they lost last week, so he's back in this week.
Should be sweet.
All right, next bloke. Obviously, remember order of importance. He is a current assistant coach for the North Queensland Cowboys. He's got a couple of premierships. He's played a bunch for the New South Wales and Australia. Please welcome Jimmy Maloney.
Hey guys, how are we?
Welcome.
Welcome. Looking forward to this podcast. Latsy's been bugging me to do this for about 6 months, so we'll see how we go.
Been drinking a new throat remedy to get his voice ready for it, and it obviously hasn't kicked in yet.
It is a voice for podcasting. It's a beautiful voice.
I think it's the voice of silent radio, to be honest. Silent movies.
And finally, Latsy. Good on you, Latsy. Thanks for coming in, mate.
You're not including Jimmy?
Well, no, Jimmy's a special
Hey,
guest.
mate, can you just be conscious? He's been looking at his clock for the last fucking 10 minutes. We need to get him out of here.
Oh, now, people are probably wondering why the great James Graham is here.
He's still last in the important spot.
Yeah. No, because he's a special guest. So, technically, Journeyman, you are not a permanent cast member, but we are hitching our wagon to your star, is the best way to describe it.
Oh, okay.
Because the buy round, absolutely flying, doing very well, 200,000 downloads a day, whatever it is. You've decided to help us out, the Journeyman, and bring us onto your platform.
Well, it's a high-risk play,
High risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward. So
The way Jimmy played footy.
So, obviously very good friends with Jeremy. Know you three guys from being around the traps. Jeremy keeps bugging me, wants to start a podcast. Obviously, we began our buy-around journey a couple of years ago and thought, why not bring in
Cheese.
some friends? Bring in Brandon Smith, get another show going.
I was filthy about that. Anyway. We'll let that one slide.
Jeremy, actually, it's funny, Jeremy, just on the Brandon Smith, obviously, he's a paid guest.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm not going to, divulge the amount that we pay him, but Jeremy was told somewhere on the eastern suburbs that we were paid.
I was at Beach Road Hotel.
He was paid more. So Jeremy had to fill in for Cheese, paid him exactly the same fee that Cheese got, but someone told him it was more. And he actually pulled me to one side one day, pissed off, saying, mate, I've heard that you pay Cheese. Why didn't you pay your mate the same? I was like, I did. And he believed this random stranger. He made me open up the bank account details.
I'm sure his name, but it was Smaris Maria Harsmays.
It's a soft point money for Jeremy Latimore. It's a real soft point.
Yeah. That could be a new topic. Jeremy's stocks and shares and crypto. No, but I thought, for me, thought I'd come on and say, really looking forward to hearing it. Some great personalities in the room. I think sometimes when personalities come together, there's always a worry there could be a personality clash. Well, I've looked at it this way. You three have got all the personality. He's got all the clash. So good luck dealing with this individual here. Look at I know Toby drove in with him, said he wouldn't shut up. He's so excited. The sweat is already starting to pour off his forehead. We can see it's just going to break.
I was chasing Toby down Oxford Street, so that's why I've got the sweat, mate.
But 2 a.m. you got up, right? And you started rehearsing.
This morning now. I thought it was Christmas. I was very excited. Got me prepared notes.
Why is it so scrunched?
Because I've been taken everywhere. I took it in Nebraska.
Okay.
Now, Jamie, the other thing you've said, if one of these blokes aren't available, that you'll step up, or is that just something that Latsy told me and he hasn't spoken to you about?
No, Jerry asked me.
Okay.
But we have a lot of conversations throughout the week.
I talk, he listens while I'm at school drop off.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, so I think I just said yes to
So
show
sign him
up.
up. So I've got him in the next 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
sweet.
So no, I think it'd be interesting. I genuinely do think it'd be fun. I like to have fun. So
Okay. Now the other thing that
When you leave, I'll tell you the fun stories.
strap yourself in.
The other thing we've done is we've stolen your sponsor. Well, we've joined on with your sponsor. So Ladbrokes is also sponsoring us, which for a podcast to get a sponsor before we've even said a word is pretty amazing.
Thanks, James Maloney.
I think it's probably because of you. People want to hear
Definitely
what.
not me.
gotta
Maybe
be.
Jeremy, because he's had this
You're
in the
welcome.
woodworks for a long time.
I've been working hard underground. You know, it didn't look like it for 6 months, but I made it happen.
But there you go, Ladbrokes on board, which is very exciting. But the other one is Budgy Smuggler. So they've heard that the four of us are doing it. They've come on as our apparel sponsors, which you can see the hat, you can see
Wearing
the
the
shirt.
Shout out to Toby for that intro.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
And
well
the
done,
graphic
mate.
designer too.
We'll get into that in a
Yeah, yeah.
second. But they've got a new underwear range, which I believe Latsy, you, if you could just
Don't take the microphone out, please.
stand up for us. This is the new underwear.
You can also see the socks.
And
the
that's
Budgy
officially the
socks,
low point of our podcast for episode 1.
Get your body out, Nancy Burns.
So let me get this right. It's the new underwear range. It's incredible. Budgy Smuggler seriously comfy new underwear. They feature a deluxe bamboo blend. Can you feel that in there?
Honestly, yeah, it's sitting up.
And a no rub. Happy we've attached our show to yours, Jammer? Yeah.
Are you still game?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's going to need the double padding.
Let me get this right though, Latsy. Sorry. No rub thigh panel.
Yep, no, I feel that.
Pretty schmick when it comes to keeping your tools secure.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they're heavy duty, these tools.
they are now.
You got a jackhammer in there. I'm so impressed.
So now, do yourself a favour, get around these. Budgies, they've also kindly given us a code exclusive to our listeners. Just use the code Journeymen. So obviously when you go and you buy, there's a spot you can put codes in. If you type Journeymen, it will give you a tasty 23% off our comfy AF new underwear collection.
Yummy.
So
Why 23? We're in year 24.
23%. What would that represent for Budgy Smugglers?
Michael
Anybody?
Jordan.
Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan.
He used to wear them. He used to play in Budgies. that must be the reason. Hey, so, Jammer, before we let you go, you've done your 10 minutes. Thank you very much. Anything you want to sell with your upcoming podcast? I believe there was a special guest today that you chatted to in depth.
Very special guest, none other than James Maloney, and bizarrely insightful. I was expecting more of the fun larrikin style stories, but he actually gave a real insight into his coaching journey and how he's going to push different buttons. So, and some good stories along the way. So, thanks, Jimmy. He also spoke about the rot that is going on in France, and also a bit of political news. Everybody, bit of a socialist.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bit of a commie.
Is that
Yeah,
hippie?
I loved my time in France, and I think I'll end up back there at some point.
Really? Hence the
Yeah.
hair and the skincare.
No, exactly, Jeremy. We can't all be tens, can we?
Did you learn any French?
Hey.
Are you fluent?
Ouais, bonjour.
Wow.
Only person to not make the French language sexy.
That's good for you, that Jeremy.
Well done.
Jammer,
Hit
should we
the
let
ground
you,
running. Good stuff.
should we let you go, mate, and then we can get into this proper?
Yeah,
All right.
you guys rip in. Bit of advice. Jimmy, be yourself. Professor, be yourself. Toby, obviously, be your wonderful self. Jeremy, just be someone else.
See Paul can't do that.
There's a phrase, Jeremy. Fake it till you make it. You can do it, my friend. I believe in you.
Love you, bro.
Good luck, guys.
Thank
Take
you.
it easy.
Thank you, Jammer. Well, there you go. James Graham. You know, he came in and he gave us an endorsement. That's all you need. Latsy, I've seen that you've calmed down a touch, which is...
I get very excited in Jammer's presence. Like, like he touched on, when I see him at school, I come in like a hurricane, and he's genuinely that flat every morning. And then he goes straight across the road to get a coffee, and he doesn't get any more perked up. But I'd love to. Maybe we should try and find like some of the school mums and dads who see him and wonder like, mate, what's this James Graham like? He's always down the Indian terminology.
How exciting can school pick up and drop off people? I'm just wondering. I think you'd look like the weird guy. To school.
No, but I get excited to see my mates. Like that's when I can see him in the distance. I feel the energy rush over me.
And you're obviously dropping off kids, right? You're not just
hanging around the school.
No, okay, you've got kids. That's great. All right, hey, look, what people like to do when they start these sort of podcasts is you do a bit of a catch up. What's everybody doing at the moment? Where have you been? Let's start with you, Jimmy. We all know you're up there coaching at North Queensland.
Yep.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's going all right, mate. Summer was pretty warm and a bit of a shock up there. And after about the 3 months of summer, every day, no respite from it, you sort of get sick of it. But really beautiful up there at the moment. Love the chilled out lifestyle and enjoying the challenge of coaching. So all going good.
Good challenge.
Are you liking being a coach? Because this is your first coaching gig, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's different. Obviously, it's a challenge, which is sort of exciting for me. Obviously, ideally, if I didn't have to work at all, that'd be a perfect scenario. But hey, I've got to work. So, I'm enjoying it, and it's a challenge. So, yeah.
When you were made a Mozza playing footy, you would have made that much cash.
Not me, mate.
Lies.
In our like mates WhatsApp, he goes, "Call me Jimmy Trump. I got that much property."
That sounds more like it. Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Then he plays poor in our WhatsApp.
He what? Sorry.
Plays poor.
He does.
Hey lads, can you buy them flights down?
Yeah, mate, good on you for flying down, and you will be ready.
Shout out, Jimmy.
I know.
Hey,
You
Jesus,
don't know trust.
the things I do for you boys, eh?
Would you fly a decent airline or?
Bonza.
Jetstar. It was
Bonza.
a Jetstar direct flight, so heaps of legroom.
Yeah, right. Yeah, very good.
You need
And
a
we-
lot. Anyway,
Do you guys? Are you guys mates? Do you know each other?
We literally just met.
James Silent Bob.
Mate, good.
Genuinely, I take the mickey out of this bloke a lot, but I appreciate him making the effort.
it's
beautiful,
And coming down. That's it. Last nice thing I say. Oh, and you're a pretty good footballer.
Mate, you're very good. Hey, Toby, how are you going? How's the knee? When are you back playing?
Yep. Knee's going very well. I probably could have played last week, but I've sort of taken I've had a few injuries this year, and we've sort of taken a couple of shortcuts and gotten away with it. And then this one, just sort of wanted to give me that bit of extra time off. I haven't played too many games, but back tomorrow night against the Eels. So really looking forward to it. Being back in the side, it's no fun watching your team win or lose. So it'd be good to be back. Playing.
What's your theory on your hair? That when you cut your hair,
Yeah, so I was injury free from when I debuted right up until last year, and then obviously shaved the head for a good cause, world's greatest shave. And then as soon as I did, two things happened. It didn't grow back here anymore. And the other thing is I started getting injured a fair bit. So
Samson.
Yeah.
The old story about Samson.
I do. If I could borrow your hair, that'd be actually outstanding. Mine was about that long back in
Imagine
the
if we
day.
shaved it off. You know when you cut your hair.
no, I don't, Jimmy. What the fuck? No, go on.
Budgy's giving him a swimming cap. Budgy's giving him a swimming cap.
But you can like donate your hair for like a wig.
Yeah.
Imagine if I cut me hair and we got a wig made.
I would love to see you at
But
some.
you have to wear it.
I'll be
in
keen.
a game.
Yeah, I'm keen as. I won't get injured anymore. It'll be perfect.
Can you at some point during this podcast take out your ponytail so we can see how beautiful your hair is?
Do you ever wear it down, ever?
Nah, because it gets in my face and I don't like
I'll
it.
tell you the problem, Bart. So I did that the entire time I had long hair, and that's why it's not growing back here anymore. Because it pulls on here.
Pulls it back.
Just in case.
So nothing to do with male
Nothing to-
pattern baldness.
I think it was a bit of receding.
Mate, bang on. I had hair like. No, I'd never had hair like that. hey, Latsy, people are dying to know. What have you been up to? Because obviously, publicly, we can see what these two are doing, going great guns.
Yeah.
You're at the Dragons, is that right?
Yeah, still employed at the football club. Been there since I retired, which I've enjoyed. Been involved in the commercial team there. I was doing mortgage broking and had another business helping athletes manage their wealth, which actually these two boys are part of that business. Sort of merged three businesses together in the last sort of 6 months. Me, Luke Lewis, another mate, Jaden Walker, and a couple other people. So that's where I'll be for the next 30 years.
What's the
hopefully.
business, mate? Give it a shout out. Give it a
Called
plug.
UA Group, mate. You know, you talk about these boys being in the public eye. You know, you'll be sick of seeing me on social media soon. So there'll be a fair bit of stuff rolling out. There we go.
Hey, and what a good time to bring up our social media.
Yeah.
So we've got a new one. Toby. Jimmy's back on.
Jimmy's back on, mate. And I was driving him mad. Come on, bro, put something up.
Jimmy Maloney 489. People can follow you at.
Yeah,
Is that
Rolls
right?
off the tongue, that doesn't it? It rolls off the tongue.
I'm going to start sending him
Yeah,
through
you
content.
know how I set it up? I was in Townsville trying to get home from a night out, and you needed to set up to put it on those scooters. Got all those
Oh, you need an
scooters
Instagram to get on the scooters.
or
yeah?
something.
Yeah.
I couldn't set it up, so then I set it up somehow, and that's what I ended up.
I might start throwing that line out on Instagram to get birds details and numbers. Oh, you need this to good chat actually. I really lost my train of thought there,
Mate.
There's our social
Give
clip,
them
Charlie.
Charlie, lads.
mate. That's me first
I'll
line.
lead with.
Professor, what are you doing?
No,
Other than hanging out with them rugby blokes.
sorry, before we finish. So our social media, Journeymen, it's just launched. So you can find us Journeymen_footy. That's everywhere. That's Instagram, X, TikTok. Are you on OnlyFans?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
OnlyFans soon with Latsy and YouTube. So this will be a YouTube show as well. Hopefully we can build a bit of a few subscribers, a few likes, that sort of stuff. Get on there, have a look. Hopefully we can exist for longer than just this episode.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
mate.
Well, with things like that, mate, we should be fine.
Mate, that's bringing back. Hey, I need to listen to Latimore drop another story. Jimmy Maloney out in Townsville apparently had to get an Instagram to get home. Wow, okay.
What's the 489 for?
I don't know. I don't think I put it in. I don't know.
Doesn't represent it.
It is 489, but you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Probably because there was that many Jimmy Maloney accounts that had to just
was
randomly
just-
put it in.
Yeah.
You've had that many burner accounts.
That's what you're up to.
No.
489. Yeah, very good. All right, should we just get to some footy?
Yeah,
I know
let's
we're
go.
having a bit of a laugh, but what a great time to start this show. Obviously, Origin teams named on Monday, and a few surprises. Obviously, Jimmy, you played a lot of Origin, 14 games, a couple of series wins. Is that right?
Yeah, 2 series wins.
2016, 2019? No?
18, 19.
Should we chat about the sides? Dylan Edwards at the fullback.
Like it?
Do you like it?
Yeah, look, I like
earned
it.
it.
Obviously, Teddy's a great player, but I think it's hard to look past his form. He's been in a side that's won the last 3 comps, and he's pretty consistent week in, week out. I think he's
He's on top
built-
of Dally M's too at the moment, isn't he? I think he was leading the Dally M's, yeah.
But I think his style's built for it's no frills, fit as fucking hard as nails. I think he's built for Origin.
And then obviously a couple of your teammates, Toby, have slid in. So Nico at 7, which is exciting. Then Cameron McGuinness starts instead of Yo.
Yeah.
Have you chatted to the boys? Are they pumped?
Yeah, I spoke to both of them, and Nico, unreal to actually, for him to play in the 7 instead of getting thrown in the centres, getting thrown to the Wolves. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do with the team, leading it around the park. And then Cam, what a story. I mean, he's played over 200 first grade games. He's been in and around camps here and there, and then finally he's reaping the rewards of just being the toughest human being alive. So to see him get the starting jersey, I asked him what he'd been, and he said he was starting, and obviously he's got a relationship with Madge, and he can see the benefit to starting him, and he's been doing such a good job for us, playing just about 80 minutes every week, and making 80 tackles every game and tackling with his teeth and losing them along the way. So, mate, I think Cam, I'm really excited to see. I think he's built for Origin. That arena is just no compromise. You love playing with him. You hate playing against him. So, if I was a Queenslander, I know I'd hate to play against him. So it's exciting to see.
I honestly reckon if he's a Queenslander, he would have been picked years ago.
Years ago.
He's built for that
Years
arena.
ago.
I played with him at the Dragons, and just there's no one who works harder off the field. Bit serious in contact at training, but
Oh my God, yeah.
so custom made for that arena.
There's a few rough heads in the side, so I think that's always a good sign. Guys that'll go and put their heads where you wouldn't put your feet.
Well, there hasn't been one since Jimmy Maloney, so.
Some no nonsense sort of players, like Latsy wasn't one of those players. So it's nice to see. I think there's plenty of toughness in them.
So the chat is, and I'm stealing my opinion from Gus Gould here, is that if one of the halves go down, that McGuinness will play in the halves. You play with him week in, week out. Has he got silky skills in there, or
I think in attack he'd do a good job. He'd be fine. He's got enough sort of catch pass know-how about him that he grew up playing in the halves as well as a junior. I know that. But did everyone here see that clip of him when he got stepped by Munster?
A few years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years back. And so I'm not entirely sure about him defending out there. But
Mate, I don't know if you've seen side. Munster's not playing. So it's still be all right.
got me.
yeah, Tommy Dean's in, right? Yeah.
You've joined me with one average score. Jimmy, love that chat, bro.
It was more about where he's spending, but anyway, I'll wear it.
But you had to elaborate. You didn't get to that.
I did, yeah.
Jimmy
I got cut off. So
Jimmy
cool.
was smiling like a Cheshire cat over there, sitting on that
waiting
one.
to pounce.
So let's talk camps quickly. Obviously, you've been in a few Origin camps. Would you be pumped if they were taking you up to the Blue Mountains, where it's like 3 degrees? Because obviously it's at the Fairmont.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, so the Origin camp. So Madge has taken them to the Blue Mountains instead of down to Coogee. To try to take them away, I guess, from the public eye. But it is fucking cold. Would you have been pumped to go up there and?
Oh, I used to enjoy walking around Coogee. It was a good vibe. Well, look, I suppose it's each their own different approach. We had for a few years, we went up to Kingscliff and we had that base around there. Obviously still near the coast and you could still swim and stuff like that. So, look, I'm not sure where it's all going and what Madge's thought pattern is behind it, but I'm sure at least the one thing if you're sort of away from everything, that they're going to be spending a lot of time together, which you'd hope you see a pretty united performance where they're all playing for each other, and it might not have the enjoyment of Coogee and depending.
Why was Coogee good to walk around, Jimmy? What did you like?
Well, there was just plenty to do. Plenty of coffee shops. And we used to be able to get on a boat, cruise around the harbour, get on the piss and go out and have some good nights. I think you'd just be locked in a room out there.
It'd just go for a hike.
It'd just be everyone, if they're still doing the bonding session, it'd just be everyone tearing into the piss in a room.
Down to the peach tree in Penrith.
Who's the Jimmy Maloney in that start? Is it 18 in the group? Like, I'm assuming that you were the biggest pest during the camps, right?
No, look, I don't think I was the best.
Latsy,
bring the group
one
together.
horse race.
One
horse race.
I was the one that could bring the guys together.
Who's in that? All right, in that group
For 2 years, then they'd let him go.
Who's the bloke in that group that's bringing them together?
Nah.
Is there a character? Oh, I suppose Jerome Luai. We've all seen his toast.
To'o looks like a fun guy.
I think.
If you haven't seen it, get on YouTube and watch the toast.
At the wedding.
Luai to the wedding.
No, he's a public announcer.
That was a doozy. I got that one. That was a doozy. Who else is in there that's like sort of... Oh, Cam McGuinness.
Where are you going to go? Mate, Jake Travojevic. Jake Travojevic. Everyone can't bond around loving him and the lovable
what are you doing?
person
Exactly
he is.
right.
So.
He's getting the party started.
So is he? Are you pumped to see him as captain?
I like it.
Welshman?
I like it.
Yeah,
I rate him highly.
Yeah. I think another fact a stat that I heard today. So whenever both captains have come out of the same club side, I think it's NRL roast that New South Wales has actually never lost a series. So 92 to 94, it was Mal Meninga and Laurie Daly. New South Wales won 3 in a row. And then in 99 and 2000, it was Brad Fittler and Terry Lamb. And it was a draw, and New South Wales won 1 series. So, bit of stats for you.
Can we start a new segment? Toby's trivia.
Love it.
Toby's Truths.
Who was
Toby's
it? Brad
truth.
Fittler and Terry Lamb.
No. Laurie
Adrian
Daly.
Lamb?
No.
That one. Adrian Lamb. Close in there.
None of us sitting. We're like, yeah, right.
I was
Terry
like,
and
I'm sure they never played.
maybe
different eras.
Maybe not Toby's
Very good.
Truths.
Adrian Lamb. Definitely
Adrian Lamb.
There you go. It's just making sense. My head was ticking over on
They're still
computer.
getting on great. Maloney's just picking him apart, everything he says. Maybe Toby's not so true.
Yeah,
on
Toby's.
trivia.
Well, it could be my trivia because, like, what I say is right. But anyway, good
Mate,
chat.
I'm glad you
That's why
brought
you're
up
single,
some
mate.
research. Oh, mate, I dig it. I think it's fantastic. That
Thank you.
Queensland side.
very much.
Anybody want to make any comments on that?
Our boys are they look really happy for them, but I'm a New South Welshman, so I hope they all play really well in a beaten side.
Yeah.
Reece Robson, MOM.
Oh, Reece Robson, of course.
Yeah, Robbo.
He's the one blue. I think Ezra Mam getting... he's on the bench or is he 18?
He is the 20th man
20th
named
man.
here. Yeah, was he done a bit short there, not getting the
I
nod
don't
at
reckon.
number 6? No,
I reckon he's been playing a bit busted this year. I think Dearden's, and he was it last year he won the series or the year before?
Oh, I can't remember.
I like Dearden. He's a good player.
No, he's a
Jimmy
weapon,
Maloney's up there.
footballer.
You know,
good to coach
cheering
him. Does he listen to you?
Mate, he's a real good kid. So
Yeah.
I think
He's winning the missed
deserves it.
tackles, so he's been listening a lot.
He's a good defender, actually.
Yeah, I was joking. I made that one up. Jeremy's trivia from Toby.
Mate, that's
Jeremy's jokes. They're
So
all
sorry, the
today.
new segments are Toby's Truth, Jeremy's Jokes.
Yeah.
Is it? And then you guys dating people that write in.
Yeah.
Is that the
Done.
three?
That sounds good to me.
Jimmy, we're going to find one for you. Hey,
Jimmy Skincare.
Jimmy, give us an Origin camp story. One nobody's heard before. You were with Freddie a lot. He used to like to take shoes off and
There was one when Freddie come in. So we were on the drink down in Coogee, and then brandy and all that. We all had. It must have been 3. Where'd we go? I think we were at Coogee Bay, and then that sort of closed or was getting to close time, maybe 12 o'clock or something, and the boys all wanted to go out because we'd all had a drink and brandy and that. The boys go, nah, you're either here, like drinking here at the hotel or whatever, or home. You know, that's it. But they didn't realise the boys found a loophole. There's a home bar in Darling Harbour. so they said they were either here or home. Yeah. So all the boys went, righto, roger that. Bushka, Darling Harbour, home bar. And we're all pissed there. The next day, Brandy goes, hey, you found the loophole, didn't you, boys?
what was that like having Brandy, Freddie, and Joey in the coaching staff? Obviously, 3 very different personalities. Is it true Brandy was just there to keep an eye on Joey?
Oh, mate, no, but look, Brandy was there. I think Joey sort of floated in and out because he went a bit mad if he was around too long.
Right.
He sort of needed his ins and outs. But, Brandy and Freddie were really good. We had 2 years of a lot of success with them, and, I really enjoyed it.
Latsy, how close to Origin do you think you were in your career?
I remember 2018 because we had about 5 or 6 who may got picked that year and we're going really well. And I remember Freddie come down to training with Brandy and, I kept making jokes about, I'm ready if you need me, but he sort of like the fake laugh and walk away. But I don't think I was ever close. Though.
Oh,
There you go.
here we go.
There's one of me.
Self-shout.
The Journeymen. Oh, yeah, sorry. We've got all our jerseys. We haven't even gone into the Journeymen.
No, well, I
context.
thought we'd do Origin, then we get into the birth of this podcast, and then
Stop jumping the gun, man.
No, well, that was on my spreadsheet here. That was at the top.
Oh, mate, I jump around. Who knows what this is? Hey,
Yeah, no, it wasn't close anyway.
You were never
I
close?
finished that. No, I don't think so.
wasn't there one? You were good for a couple of years there, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were good for a couple of
Yeah,
years.
14, 15,
14,
and then
15?
18 maybe. I remember Trent Barrett was the assistant coach at Penrith when I was there. I used to pepper him. I wanted country. I won't name the players, but I remember a few blokes got over me from other clubs. I didn't talk to him for like 6 weeks. I was filthy.
Oh, T-Baz would have been upset. Not
Yeah, he was.
Getting the chat to you every
You know
day.
what? Wait, now I get my chance.
Since you got him,
Hey, now I
he didn't
get,
pick him for that reason. I hope he doesn't talk to me.
anyway, I get to rip into him now when I do my preview, so Daz, watch out.
All right, so that was our Origin
My
chat.
brother.
This is the first episode. You've just realised just how in depth this podcast is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think we don't need to do
No,
that.
I'm
do
with
we?
you. I'm with you.
Move on.
Yeah, so this is the Journeyman. Well, it's Journeyman, right? And the podcast, well, it was conceived by you, Latsy, and you, Jimmy. So I kind of want you to just explain to people listening and watching what this podcast is, but also how it came about.
I think because Jimmy was living in the south of France, I knew he was coming back this year. And I went on Isaac John's ICE project last year and I interviewed a few of the boys like Toby and a couple other lads. And I enjoy talking, as you probably, if you're only just listening, our audience is paying attention. I love yarning and I feel like, I like this. I love sitting around having a laugh and making people laugh. So, and I know what he's like. He's obviously, you look at him, very rough around the edges, but you wouldn't believe he went to Central Coast Grammar, which has got me fucked. But quite intelligent.
Central Coast Grammar.
Oh, didn't you?
Good,
went to
mate.
Central Coast
Solid. Where'd you go?
St Edwards.
Yeah,
There you go.
private school. Anyway, The moral of the story is
It's a Catholic school again, mate.
he doesn't look like much. Obviously, fantastic rugby league player, but I remember when I was
Jeremy, the 10 over there.
yeah, but my opinion, everyone holds. And I was on the RLPA board with him, and I used to sit in meetings going, "Fuck this guy! Like he's actually really intelligent." And I'd be thinking about things to say, and I'd just go, "Bah!" And then I was like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have said anything." Whereas he was like articulate, smart, all over it. So anyway, cutting the long story short. I thought
story.
that
Short
me and
story
him-
long, yeah.
No, long story short, I brought it back.
Okay, well, get on with it.
Anyway, don't worry. I knew we'd do well together, so it started
The birth of
mid
the
last year.
podcast,
We'd talk
yeah.
every now and then, send ideas to each other. Then it sort of fell flat. Jimmy come back. I think we started up a WhatsApp with myself, you, poor old Gibbo, who you flicked.
He'll be in here at some point. He'll be in here at some point.
And yeah, I was sort of left to lead the charge. You'll give no help whatsoever.
Yeah. Yep, that's me.
Because you're doing a rugby one, which we're not allowed to speak about on this
No,
show.
you can talk about it. It's really good.
Anyway, nothing happened for ages because I was in control of it and there was too much. It was in the too hard basket. I'm a quite busy guy. You were offering no help with me, and I really need you to lead the way. Toby rang me one day going, "Hey, bro, what's this podcast? Can I get involved?" I'm like, "Sorry, mate, we're at capacity."
Yep, got brushed.
About a week later, you've gone, mate. Oh, I was out on the drink with Jimmy Graham, and he goes, "Man, you just got to have a crack and do it, man. Like, you just got to do it." And I'm like,
That was a good accent. That was mate.
woke up the next day. I was like, rightio, straight in the chat, boys, let's get this thing rolling. And you rang me and go, "I'm out." You literally rang me and go, "I'm out" in that afternoon. So I brought Toby in through you straight out of the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then obviously you've called me about 2 days later going, "I'm back if you'll
back.
take me."
Yeah.
And then, mate, you've been fantastic.
Thank you, mate.
Mate, you've been fantastic. Come back with a bee in your bonnet.
Yeah, it wouldn't have started without you, let's be real. So
Thanks,
round of
mate.
applause.
No, but you know what? You're Bellamy and I'm just an assistant coach. I'm just helping steer the troops. That's Cooper Cronk over there, nightmare to deal with, but I'm keeping him on the straight and narrow, and you're just a front rower turning up on game day.
I'll go
Nelson.
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 Yeah,
Good
big
mate.
Nelson.
Good mate.
And you're Frank Panisi. Is that what
Frank
we're saying?
Panisi, yeah. So I'm just driving in the background, but I don't understand all this stuff, and you've helped that along with our mates out there, the buy round, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So that's how it come about.
Yep.
Obviously the name, work it out.
So
Work
that's
it
the
out.
long story of we started a podcast.
Now, get on the
So
edge-
what is
get
the
on- get-
podcast?
get-
What is
get-
the podcast?
Get on the edge of your seat.
Why the
Journeymen
name?
Podcast is that name because we've all played at a heap of clubs, and he's been sacked from every TV network.
Yeah. And perfect. We've all been sacked from a lot. Actually, Toby, you haven't been sacked from that many places.
Well, I started off my journey at the Rabbitohs, but no one would know that though. In 2017. Didn't play, was actually 18th man for the reserve grade team quite a bit. And then moved up to the Dolphins at Redcliffe before they were an NRL side, and then found my way at the Sharks and have just sort of managed to stay there for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, you belong
He's
in this
very,
panel, mate.
he's very pessimistic. We're trying to work on him to make him a bit more optimistic.
I reckon like if we both, you and I, could somehow meet in the middle because you're too much and I'm too here. If we could just, I don't know,
It'd be
somehow.
good.
Yeah, it'd be
sorry
good.
for being confident, my bad. Lock me up and throw away the kids.
So what we've done, if you are watching, you'll see this. We've asked the boys to bring in their jerseys that show all the teams that they've played for. They've got some good piles here. Jimmy, you want to grab yours?
Jimmy's is outstanding.
This is Jimmy Maloney's pile, which, I mean, you want to run through it real quick? I'll hold them up. You say the teams. Go.
Roosters,
Yeah.
Sharks,
Yeah.
Melbourne,
I forgot about that one.
New South Wales,
Oh, yeah.
Panthers,
Yeah.
Warriors,
Jesus.
Catlin Dragons,
And
Aussies.
that's pretty good.
Hey,
And what about your
Good.
third grade clubs?
there's a
a
few
few
there.
of those, yeah.
North Sydney, Wentworthville.
So they'll dress the back of the set. If you are listening, have a look on YouTube. You'll see.
outstanding collection, eh?
Yeah, very good. Hey, do you want to go
Awesome.
next, Toby? You've got your couple there, not quite as.
Yeah, well, look, I actually I knew this was coming, but I just didn't prepare myself. So I've got the Redcliffe Dolphins here. Oh, do you want to call it out?
Yeah, you go. Yeah. What's this one?
Redcliffe Dolphins.
Yeah, beautiful. And that one?
Cronulla Sharks. Okay,
Beautiful.
yeah, that was it.
That's good. Only a quick.
No, South Sydney.
No, I didn't play for South. I played in the 20s, and then also I got Newtown, but I couldn't find the Newtown jersey. That was disrespectful, those.
You know, but I had to get out the other end.
Here we
Parramatta
go.
Eagles,
Yeah.
Prime Ministers, Dragons,
Very good.
Penrith. Oh, I don't have
Where's
Warriors in
Cronulla?
Cronulla.
Yeah,
no,
there's
I didn't
two
have them
missing.
at home. I didn't have them at home.
So who's been at more clubs out of you two?
I think
Jimmy?
We were both 5 NRLs.
Okay,
We,
great.
and we played at 3 clubs together, and I live with him.
Oh, man.
How
you
was
two.
that?
Oh, bro.
Any stories?
Couldn't be any different.
Heaps of stories.
Heaps of stories.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Lots of funny ones. Lots of fun. And this will come out with you don't want to blow your load early and tell every story on the first potty, which I was sort of trying to do when Jimmy Graham was here, like everything I wanted to say.
Like speaking of stories, like I heard Latsy do quite a few times.
What is mad stories?
Anyway,
blow early.
save it for the pod.
Sorry, yeah.
I've told one bad story, bro. Relax.
So I've brought a little something in. So this is just
wait. Let me get on the edge of the seat. Go.
Let's stop. So this here. See that?
Wow, is that a Logie?
That's an actor award. So that is for subscription television. Feel the weight in that, Jimmy.
Oh,
That is for not the NRL news.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember
it's
that.
actor.
Actor. So
Australian.
Australian award for no one gives a fuck, I think is where I didn't even know I was nominated. Someone rang me, said you've won an actor. And apparently they called out my name. So that's going to go on here with pride because that was one of the places I got boned from. Yeah, have a look.
Too, don't mind. Wow, that could kill someone.
Yeah. I obviously missed out on a party.
Yeah.
But,
Carl
The prestigious 6th Actor Award.
yeah,
Would you like to have a hold?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, it's bigger than the Oscars, that, mate. It's, big deal. So that'll go on the shelf here. There we go. We'll have piles of jerseys and my one shit trophy. That's
Well, I'm
fantastic.
glad he saved that one to tell us on here. Eh?
Yeah,
Charlie,
he wouldn't show us.
Yeah, it was a secret.
Yeah.
Well, that was
it a big reveal?
That was enthralling.
That's, if you were in TV, you would be thoroughly not impressed by that. Hey, Charlie, how long have we been going for?
About 30 minutes. Plus the 10 we choose at 40 minutes.
40,
So
beautiful.
should we go down like what are we going to talk about on this show every week? Are we going to talk about?
Yeah, well, hey, we're still on. We can go
yeah,
down
but
that
you
way. Hey, that doesn't matter. Charlie can call out. He's a part of the show. Let's go down what we're going to talk about each week. Latsy?
What do you want to talk about, Latsy?
What type of things, mate?
What do you think?
Should we talk? Yeah,
I don't know, groundbreaking starting social medias when you're out in Townsville.
Good stuff like that.
I can tell my mad stories on slide into DMs and forgetting what I'm talking about. And Toby can give us false trivia every week.
Love it. They're good things. We'll also chat some footy in and amongst that.
Here and there.
Sprinkle a bit of GST on a few stories.
Yeah, you've all had plenty of experience in the NRL and people want to hear it. Oh, mate, it's going to be a bloody... We're on a rocket ship to the moon. With this
Let's
thing.
go.
Can you feel it? Let's quickly touch on some rugby league, if you don't mind. Then we've got a couple of segments to finish. You've got a cracking segment. You've broken the podcast mold of what you've come up with.
I didn't know. I don't listen. Oh, you can all laugh. I don't listen to podcasts. It's not me thing. So
You listen to this one.
I was just sort of thinking, something that a lot of guys tend to do around footy circles and toss it up.
All right.
And then
Save it.
It's
groundbreaking.
It's groundbreaking. It's
We want to keep our
revolutionary.
audience hanging on their edge of the seat waiting for this.
Good tease. All right, round 13 does kick off. The Eels take on the Sharks tomorrow night. Toby, obviously, you'll be running around again.
Yep.
Can you put the Eels to the sword, mate? What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I think obviously that's the plan. What do I say here? Yeah, we want to win.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Mitch Moses, he's meant to be his first game back as well as Gutherson. So, obviously, we're missing our two inspirational leaders, Nico Hines and Cam McGuinness. But luckily, Braden Newelly's come back into the side with myself. And we've also got Braden Trindle making his return as well, which will be unreal. So, I think it's just an opportunity. As opportunity knocks, it tends to breed success with players sort of getting opportunities that wouldn't have in the past. So, look, I'm really looking forward to actually playing again. As I said earlier, it's never fun to watch your team win or lose. It's just you want to be out there and suffering with the brothers. So, look, Thursday night, tune in, Bank West, 7:50 p.m. In the words of Jeremy Latimore, let's go.
Knights, Bulldogs.
Knights are coming off the bye. Only Bradman Best out. That's through injury, not origin. Bulldogs have a few outs. Kickout's out. Burton is 18th man, not playing. Crichton. Yeah, Ponga's been out for ages. Come on, get with the times.
Wow.
So I feel, Knights.
This is his segment.
This
is his segment.
This is your time to shine.
Knights, mate, I feel like they're deserving favourites going in this game. What do you feel about how 18th men can't play for their team on this weekend? Because it's happened with Kafusi and him.
What do you mean?
Well, the 18th men can't go back and play for their club team. So
the origin.
Yeah.
Third time it's happened to the Dogs with Burton.
Yeah.
That's a shame. But we had Nico actually for 2022, he was out for 3 rounds as 18th man as well.
And you didn't play for your boys?
Didn't play one.
See, that
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah it's hard.
But it's probably different now because the 18th man can actually potentially go on the field. But for Bulldogs fans and Dolphins, that's a tough one.
As a coach at the Cowboys, if one of your boys was the 18th man and wasn't playing, would you be filthy, or are you?
Oh, you'd like them back, but you can understand from an Origin perspective, the Origin coach, if something happens or goes amiss, you don't want to bring a bloke in that you could have lost or is not fresh because he's played a full game 4 days earlier or whatever. So, is what it is. Hey.
Very good. Panthers, Dragons. Latsy, have you got notes on this one?
Mate, I'll actually be out at the game. My young fella's making his ball boy debut. But I don't have to meet nice. Ollie, yeah, big old shout out to the son, Ollie Latz. He's pumped.
Mate.
He's and he really loves the Panthers as well. So he's traded over from the Dragons. But I don't know. Panthers have a fair few out, but so Dragons actually have Birdie and Ravawala's been dropped, I think, on top of our 2 Origin boys.
Of that name. That was a great pronunciation of that name.
What, Ravawala?
That's not it. That's not it.
Macaulay Ravawala.
That's not it. You are saying it wrong.
How do you say it, Toby?
Ravalawa.
You say it now, Latsy?
Ravawala.
That's not it. It's the same.
No, and we're not.
Ravawala.
Nope. That's wrong.
That's
again.
okay.
I'm going to ask Mika.
Okay. Speak to him.
Yeah, have a word.
Big game though, because Dragons didn't play well last week. So foot in the mountains, few boys out.
Mate, who's playing in the halves for the Panthers? Because obviously
Cole and Snyder.
I think you should select them as well.
I'm going Dragons.
Dragons?
Yeah.
Boys?
Definitely Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers and...
Panthers.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Raiders, Dolphins. Jimmy, I haven't come to you yet. You got any mail on that?
No.
Perfect. Okay.
Dolphins got a few out with Origin, don't they?
They do.
Raiders wouldn't have any out, I don't think.
No, they don't. No,
they wouldn't have-
Parley was the only one that used to
Hudson,
play.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Hudson
Hudson Young.
Young.
Sorry, yeah.
Hudson Young. How have the Raiders been going lately? They haven't been going.
No, they haven't a crack.
They haven't a
Mate,
crack now?
I reckon they're doing
They're
really
8th
well.
of 1-6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Where
have
you
a look
pulling
at
that
their
from?
form. I've just looked it up on the internet. They've
makes
lost one in a row. 5 and 5 out of the last 10.
That young Strange, Ethan Strange, a 5'8", he's a cracker. He's a bit of Jimmy Maloney. I think he's a Central Coast boy, tough as nails,
Central
has a
Coast
crack. He went to the same grammar school as Jimmy. He's private school educated as well.
Mate, he's so
Like
sharp
them
on
Hello
his
Sport
feet.
boys, you were saying.
Yeah. He's very sharp on his feet, that Ethan Strange, mate.
Yeah,
the way he
gun,
moves is
tough.
Yeah.
Jimmy Maloney, I don't know. Mate.
All right.
Cousin?
No.
No?
No relation.
I like
I
him.
don't even know who's from the coast, is he?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You go with Central Coast? I think
He doesn't
you're
listen to
Orange.
podcasts,
I was
so.
born Orange, but grew up Central Coast.
Yeah, right.
We'll do an episode on that. We'll do all your origin stories. We'll go right through where you were born,
Yeah.
upbringing. It'll be great.
Latsy still go for 3
Jimmy
segments.
Maloney. Just like you in bed. Boom!
It's long, though. It's long.
3 seconds or 30.
3 segments. Segments long.
Oh, I think you said seconds.
Slide again.
Zing. Maybe we should have a segment called Jeremy Zings. I reckon that'd be
What
a
we
good
could do
idea.
is at the very end of the show, Charlie could come in and explain to Latsy all the jokes that have happened during the show.
A debrief.
Yeah.
Man, this is all part of my like online persona.
Mate.
Let's go!
I love it.
Hello, Jack!
So Raiders or Dolphins?
Keep saying that.
Raiders or Dolphins?
I'm gonna go for the Dolphins.
The Fins?
Yeah, up the Fins.
Jimmy?
Dolphins. No,
Don't
Raiders.
shake your head.
Raiders.
Say it confidently.
Raiders.
I'll go Dolphins.
Dolphins, very good. Finally, Roosters and the Cowboys.
Roosters.
Oh, Cowboys gonna get smacked. But
Be a
Jimmy Maloney
cracking
effect.
game. Tell you what, the underdogs down 6 Origin stars. Jeez, they might.
you got a few out, don't you?
Yeah.
Have Roosters got any out? Oh, Suoliti.
Yeah, they got 5. Kiri.
Kiri's not out.
Spencer, Lean.
Serious question. Are you running the defense?
Hey?
You're running the DA.
No, mate.
Oh, fuck. I thought that
is
was
your
all
role
them
there?
points. I thought I had your hands all over it.
Attack.
No, you
should
are a
know
great
I'm
attacking
not
team,
an
bro.
attacker. I'm not a defender.
I've been sitting on that, Jack. I
How-
had that written down.
If they came to you and said, look, we're down a couple of halves, do you think you could run out for us, Jimmy? Do you think you're a couple of sessions off being able to play still? Or... Because you only finished, when? End of last year?
I could play. Whether I play well's a different story. I definitely play.
How are you guys looking with like all the boys out? Like, who's sort of come in?
What's your half?
I don't know. Where's the team list?
You have no idea, right? You got no idea.
Have we got the team list?
I'll try and get it
we're
for you.
looking all right, mate.
Like I said before, obviously opportunity for some boys that obviously wouldn't get it before. That's
Yeah,
always-
100%. So there is. There's plenty. There are a few boys going to get a shot, which is exciting for them. Hopefully they can do a really good job for us.
Townsend and Clifford in the halves.
Oh, Clifford. That's a fair replacement.
That's a very fair
Still got
replacement.
Drinkwater at the back.
Yeah.
Who's playing hooker?
Still enough there, mate.
Jack
We'll-
Granville.
Granville's a
We'll put
gun.
in a big showing, I'm sure.
All right.
So you playing
So
down here?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to come back down.
Yeah.
Sounds
Dedication, man.
Dedication.
Matt Maloney, round of applause.
Mate.
Hey, proud of you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Can't wait to have you back on here next week in person.
The distance I travel to listen to Jeremy's stories, eh?
Yeah.
Mate, you've done that plenty. I travelled to Germany to listen to you freaking carry on at Oktoberfest.
I can't wait to hear some stories on that, by the way. That's going to come out
Some
in
good
full
time.
force. Yeah.
Yeah, how long did you do at Oktoberfest together?
4
Latsy
nights.
sucked because he cut his
No, you want to actually, this is
made
quite
my
funny.
finger
So he was going around cheesing everyone, but trying to smash like the big
As you do,
glasses.
yeah.
And he kept doing it. I was getting pissed off. I was on about day 3, hanging in there, and he's carrying on like a second-hand whippersnipper as he always does. Voice is croaky than ever. Hasn't brushed his teeth in a week. Hasn't changed clothes, and he got boom, smashed it, cut my finger. I was off him.
I got this biggest cut you've ever seen. Like, it probably needed one band.
I had to go to a Germany hospital.
And he winced and cried. Didn't talk to me for 3 hours.
Show us the scar now, mate, obviously.
Oh,
Whereabouts?
Scar there.
Is there a scar?
Yeah,
Point at
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Tell him what happened when you got back, Latsy. He had turned up in hospital like an 80-year-old man for blood clots.
Oh, I got blood clots on the flight. I didn't move. I barely slept over there. So I didn't move on the flight home. I had my fat mate on the right of me, Broderick Wright, shout out. And my other mate, Jimmy, the nicest bloke in the world, but Brod was like laying over me. I couldn't get out, so I just slept the whole way home.
And you got
blood
DVT?
clots. Yeah.
Massive ones, too.
Yeah. Had them for like 6 months.
What is that one? 10 centimetre?
Yeah, they were
And a
decent
5 centimetre,
size.
like-
Oh, my God.
Because my calves were like hurt and burning, and I was like, no. Because I got them in 2013, like I had surgery and got them then. So
When they tell you on the flight to do those little lifts with your legs,
That's the real thing.
It's
eh?
actually
I'm
legit.
going to
Yeah.
start doing it.
Well, that's how you'll start seeing me on airlines.
Oh, you do.
segments,
Hi,
yeah,
I'm
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I have deep vein
from the
thrombosis.
Journeymen podcast. From the
You don't
Journeymen
want to be
podcast.
like me.
Do these exercises.
Yeah, very good. All right, hey, we teased it. We are, God, this is going to, the internet is going to go mad after this one. It's time for
I don't like
Jimmy
that
Maloney.
you're shitting on it before I've even done it. Toby cut me down enough. I thought it was
sorry.
cool. Sorry, mate.
Brand new segment. Jimmy, set it up. Tell us what we're doing.
Revamping the new.
A new look at it.
Yeah.
What have you added to it?
The old. So I basically said, look, a lot of times around training, people throw up these would you rather questions. I said, oh, would that be, bit of fun, to get someone's opinion? And then Toby told me that every podcast in the world does them. So guess what? We're doing them as well.
All right, Jimmy Maloney's Would You Rather.
I can't wait.
The question is, I just need a bit of guidelines on where the boundaries are with these.
Okay,
If I could get a little bit of a parameter.
I can't wait to find out.
How horrible they can be.
Yeah.
Do one, and then in the event it's too horrible, we'll get Charlie and Tony to cover it up, and people won't hear it. And then we'll give you our opinion on that, and we might bring it back a touch, or we might say, "Hey, mate, that's not far enough."
Would you rather give?
Are we going to have to run another Would You Rather? Is this going to be able to go out or
No,
what?
this-
We
Was
don't
that
know.
not hardcore enough? Did you want to know? Maybe we need to do 3, 2, 1s at the end of the game, end of a show where we go.
I know who's getting the 3.
I
Do
guess
we
it's
get
me.
the boys votes
Oh,
out
boys,
there?
can
You're
you
the
vote?
coach, you're the
So
coach.
obviously, if you are listening or watching, there's Charlie and Tony that are also involved in this from the buy round. Boys, do you want to give the 3 boys a 3, 2, 1 real quick? Yell them out.
Jimmy Maloney 3.
Jimmy Maloney 3. Well done, Jimmy.
Nice ship.
Toby 2.
Toby 2.
Professor 1.
Hey, just as expected.
Just this is as expected.
And we shuffling Latsy onto another club, or
Hey, not again. On to another potty.
Pretty sure we're going to the Hello Sport Boys, aren't you?
No, your private school, not me, bro.
Yeah, true.
All right, very good. That was Journeymen. That was the podcast. Hopefully, there's more than one of these. Big thanks, lads.
I'm not confident.
Jimmy.
I'm not confident.
Thanks for coming down.
Mate, that was awesome.
Pleasure.
Latsy, Toby, mate, very good. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Again, if you do want to find us, we are at Journeyman_footy on Insta, TikTok, X, YouTube. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and we will see you next week.
See you
Hey,
next
Let's
week.
go. Wait, Toby, LFG.
LFG. Let's go.
Let's go.
Where's the F?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, but you can't say that live on air, bro.
We've said fuck like 8 times on this
Let's
podcast.
fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Bye.